Hey girls. Excuse me. How you getting on, Alan? Gigi's half up the tree here. We keep thinking, is she pregnant? Isn't she pregnant? Every day. We just don't know. I think if she was, she would have had it by now, but I don't know. Her milk bag seemed to be filling up. I don't know if you can see from here. But who knows? You're not pregnant, are you, Flump? Just very silly. Flump's got pouty lips today, haven't you, Flump? Because you've been chewing on sticks. And you made your mouth all sore, haven't you? You silly girl. Aren't you? Giving yourself a sore mouth. What a silly. You've got pouty lips now. Are you going to have a baby, Gigi? What do you think? Yes? No? No, she says. Can't be asked. Got loads done in the tunnel today. Ignore our Cadbury's cream egg boxes. Only €1 at the garage at the moment, so we're not pigging out on Easter eggs at all. Ha ha. I've pricked on a load of my seedlings all along here. There's lots of red cabbage and sprouts. I put spinach in there. I'm just about to put up a load more seeds. Yeah, these are all Brussels sprouts. This is all an Oriental saladini mix that I've put all in this bed. My seeds are all coming up like crazy, so it's all systems go at the moment. Plant, plant, plant. Like mad, really. It's nearly time, but I don't know, we've got another month of frost, really. The chickens are all settled in now, having a good time. Still not laying though. A little bit longer. Their combs are starting to get bigger. If you can see, that's a good sign that they're nearly ready to lay. They're about 16 weeks old now, so it should be any minute, I reckon. Shouldn't be long. We've got this outdoor bed nearly ready to go. That's going to be beans in there, I think I've decided, or peas. I decided to put them there because they're getting a bit of shelter from this bit of hedge here. So we get quite a lot of wind coming over from that way. There's a abandoned cottage next door and barn. All empty in that field. The cows will be out there soon, I expect. I heard a lot of frogs spawn in this ditch a few days ago. It's still down there. It's been dry for about a week, so I don't know if it's going to survive or not. Maybe. We'll see. Going to be running all the other market garden beds in rows. All down here. Alan's cut all the grass ready for those to go in. I've been listening to a lovely song thrush up in the tree here this morning. You get quite a lot of those here. They're beautiful, beautiful birds. There's a lot of birds coming in now since we've moved here. I've planted a friend of mine gave me a load of Russian kale that were bare rooted. And they're looking very sorry for themselves, but they're picking up to what they were. Just planted some beetroot in this bed. Little beetroot seedlings. Got some lovely choggier ones, which are those nice candy cane striped ones. That's all Russian kale. More normal beetroot. We've got the Bolt Hardy ones in there. These are carrots that haven't come up yet. Garlic. We're going to be growing food for the community out here. So like I say, this is all, in the next few weeks, this will all be covered in Market Garden Rose, no dig, with cardboard underneath. Lots of work to do, lots more seeds to put in, and I'm just bunging whatever I can in the bottom of these pallet collars, and then putting mushroom compost on the top. So yeah, there's some nice sawdust and horse manure that we get from a friend. We shoved a load of grass cuttings in that one, and we'll put the mushroom compost on the top. So yeah, Thunderbirds are in fact go very soon now. It'll be non-stop work. I've worked all day today. I'm building myself up for it. I do have a bad back and fibromyalgia. My spine's starting to wear away apparently. But I do what I can. I sit down every 10 minutes or so and take a break and try and find other methods of planting where I'm not leaning over too much. Bit of a crazy job to take on, becoming a market gardener when you've got a bad back and everything, but I've always felt the calling to do it, and now even more than ever I just think it's important to grow food for our community and turn this into a useful, productive space, which, you know, there's all this room. I'm just going to grow like crazy, even if I give it away. You know, I think people need healthy food right now. I think it's the most important thing in the whole fucking world, actually. In my world, anyway. And in everyone's world down here, there's just empty fields everywhere. The countryside's just full of empty fields that just get sprayed with slurry, and a few cows put on, and that's it. That's the extent of farming over here in Ireland. You know, we could be making a lot more with all this marginalised land rather than planting all of these Sitka spruce that are everywhere. We could turn it on full on productive veg gardening, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bloody do it. It's been what I've been wanting to do for 10 years, so now's my time. And even if I've got to crawl along the floor, then that's what I'll do. So there. We're given a shed load of trees to plant as well on top of everything else. They were from a big tree planting project that was supposed to happen somewhere, and of course it can't go ahead now because they can't have all the volunteers doing it. So we're planting them bit by bit. We've healed some into the soil for a few friends, and a few friends have been and taken some away. So yeah, we're basically planting trees everywhere we can. Put a few oaks in yesterday, and we were careful to put them on the boundary because obviously we don't want oaks shadowing all the food plants that we're growing. But over this side it's mainly going to be, hello Lucy, it's mainly going to be fruit trees. Well, it is fruit trees. These are all fruit trees down here. Currants over there. I'm basically going to plant a big block of currants, like a triangle here of all currants. Another strip there that's all going to be raspberries. And then I'm hoping to have strawberries at the base of a lot of the fruit trees, along with comfrey, and have a bit of a food forest out here. Basically, it's a bit of an experiment. It's another thing I've wanted to do for a long time, is make a food forest. But it's not just going to be food, it's also going to be firewood. and basket tree willow, and also trees that do well on this sort of crappy, damp, rushy land here in Ireland, which are basically birch, willow, poplar, alder, those kind of trees like this land. A lot of them are just starting to spring into growth. That's a rowan tree there. These hybrid poplars that grow so quickly will be a lot of our firewood in future years. And we planted new hedgerow all along the bank there. So I haven't planted all native stuff. Whatever I can get my hands on, really. So if someone's selling something cheap, I'll have it and bung it in. Not fussy. If someone's giving something away, then in it goes. It all creates habitat and food for the pollinators. Or food for us, or firewood for us. Everything's got a use. That's all the bags of sawdust mixed with poo that we get. And we've got sunchoke in there. Hopefully they'll come up soon. They'll probably spread like mad, but that's alright. I don't mind them spreading here. Those currants are coming up lovely. Loads of leaves on them. There's Alan over there. He's been clearing all this wood and what is it? Bloody brambles and shit. Clearing it all out. Mr. Robbins enjoying your work, Alan. You see how damp it was making it all on the back wall of that building? So we were hoping to burn all this today. It's all rotten. But they've just brought in some, what have they brought in today, Al?
Rock common of agricultural burning for a while.
Yeah, they've stopped. They've not allowed anyone to burn, so.
They're saying it's down to COVID-19.
COVID, you mean?
So,
What they want is people not to burn all the bracken on the bogs, which they usually do this time of year. And it often causes a bit of a, like a forest fire, doesn't it? If it's particularly dry. So they don't want them to be doing that, and then the emergency services have to get called out. So obviously they've put a ban on that. Controlled fires. So we're going to have to chip all this up and process it another way. Maybe. Just uncovering these old buildings. You can see how damp it was making the back of the roof and basically destroying it. Can't you? Hey? Is there? Where? Show me.
yeah, you have to climb through the brambles through the middle.
What do you mean block work? Hey? Oh, so there was a door in the back, is that what you're saying? The back door to the cottage, the old cottage. Nice bit of stonework there, isn't it? It'd be nice to uncover it all and renovate it, wouldn't it? Eventually. It's a lot of work. really easy potato planting in these raised beds, and I'm just laying them all out on this sawdust bedding that I've got. I'm using that because we get it from a farm for nothing, so that's what I'm using. So I've cut most of my potatoes in half, so they've got chits on both sides, laid them all out, and then Alan's coming in tipping some mushroom compost on. I've done that with 4 beds now, 4 raised beds, and then I've topped it off with some grass, like these ones over here. So they're ready to go. Got some early potatoes in them. Also a few ones from the, from the supermarket that had gone sprouted in the bottom of the bag. Bung them in with it. Why not? So I'm just bunging in what I can for now. I'll probably get some decent main crop ones later on in the late spring and put a big load of them in. These are just some earlies for us really, not for the market garden. So we should be eating them in a few weeks with some butter and black pepper on. Yum. Yum yum. Hello chickens. Here comes Alan. I'm going to put the mushroom compost on the potatoes. It's really technical, this part. There you go, look at the skill involved there. Did you see that? You've got to hump your wheelbarrow a bit while you're at it.